everyone, and welcome to this session of Academy of Oral Surgery, our spring session here. Dr. Shah, obviously, is no stranger. We're having a small technical difficulty, Dr. Shah. So we wanted to bring you on and let's go over and introduce AOS a little bit and go over our activity of what we're doing with the top 100 doctors and all of that. Well, Dr. Shah, thanks for jumping on really quick for us. I appreciate that.
Hey, thanks for having me back. We're hoping to get back on track in about a half an hour with the next lecture. So we thought we'd take this opportunity to do a little bit more orientation.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Dr. Shah. So, Dr. Shah, let's go over the Academy of Oral Surgery and again, what is the goal here for us? There's so many academies and there's so many organizations. So tell us about what was the main purpose for this association.
Academy of Oral Surgery is unique in that oral surgery is performed by the vast majority of some kind of oral surgery procedure is performed by the vast majority of dentists out there. So to enhance that skill and that passion for that particular surgical endeavor is a commonality we have with most of our colleagues. So the idea came about as you know, to put together a large consortium of different specialists that can relate to oral surgery, especially office-based oral surgery procedures that our general dentist colleagues could also benefit from and their staff, as well as the entire dental team, regardless of what specialty you are from. So as you know, that has grown tremendously, and here we are today, adding quite a significant number of members that are wanting to take advantage of the benefits that we have to offer at the Academy of Oral Surgery. I think currently our international arm has expanded to some 45 countries and ever growing in the endeavor to bring knowledge and maximize sharing of knowledge with one another. Perhaps I can run you through it, Dr. Javid, on an actual website. Let me see what I can.
Perfect. That'd be awesome. Yes. And show us how we can become a member.
Share the screen with you guys. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
So on the top area, you see the oralsurge.org is the website to visit. And there are a host of different things that are going on with our partners, with COVID-19, our updates, and meetings that we have regularly coming up, our annual or podinars, which are complimentary to watch that you can click, but particularly to become a member, to enjoy the fast track emergency room program, to enjoy all these other benefits, discounted pricing, and what have you. You might want to become first a member, and what we're offering now this year is that we waive all fees for individuals that join the academy via the code Global Summit. So when you go to register out, just all you remember is this code Global Summit C in red, and at the time of the registration, when you click on that, it'll take you to this window, and you will be able to enter it at the time of checking out, and it will waive all of your fees for the first year. So you can join and take benefit of tremendous amount of add-ons to your practice and to your knowledge with us in your first year. So that's the scenario of becoming a member, and I invite you guys to go in and look at all of the different the most exciting items that are getting ready to be rolled out. As you know, the fellowships and the mastership program, as well as which will eventually lead to a diplomate status with the academy. So you have to start somewhere, and membership is where it all starts, and this year it's on us.
Dr. Shah, I understand that when they become a member, obviously they receive this beautiful certificate of membership that we mail to them, or we let them we allow them to print it digitally. So And I've seen that. It's a beautiful setup that we have there.
Yes, and actually, I believe that we recently got the design of those certificates in, and the diplomate is quite a feast to achieve, and it's going to take time, obviously, to get there. But certainly, the fellowship is of high interest to existing members thus far. They wanted it, they requested it, and now we're implementing it.
That's perfect. That's perfect. That'd be amazing. That'll be amazing. So I understand we're having some international academy of oral surgery. Also, we're having a hands-on course with Extraction Academy. And is there benefits for the members or people who are watching this show? Is there any some sort of discount or any discount code?
So, as you know, Dr. Wiedemann has been conducting these with the Extraction Academy since 2013, and we've had great success in these workshops, these hand-on workshops across the country where we have performed them over the years. But they're coming back up, and they were kind of slowed down by COVID at a time where we had 16 of these scheduled, and now they're coming in. We're wanting to start that back up. So maybe a couple in the LA area where we have nice access in Orange County, as well as Rancho Cucamonga, where you could welcome to fly in. We're going to give you 50% off the workshop. It's with cadavers, pig jaws, extraction techniques, more complex, hands-on, things that you would want to know in a simple office-based oral surgery. So they're not always referred out when you can attend to the patient right away. More than half of dental appointments are driven by people that have pain. So they end up in your office in one capacity or another. And if you don't have the skills to do the simplest of the procedures, it's not a good thing for your patients or your practice. So we highly encourage you to come out and learn these simple new techniques, CPC guided things that we do, and work with the academy in upping your skills in this regard. So again, July and September, we're going to have 2 of these scenarios, but this is different than additional Academy of Oral Surgery summer and fall events that are also scheduled, which we can also pick up on.
That's right. So we're having our next summer summit will be July 10th through 11th, and our fall summit will be November 6th and 7th. So that will be very exciting. And I've been through with Dr. Wiedemann. I've been into his courses, and I also we saw yesterday as his lecture. He talks about the complication and of oral surgery, and it's really eye opening. That how things that we don't know or things that we don't anticipate could basically cause major problems for our patients and ourselves, eventually. So it's best to know what to do and what not to do, and obviously that's what's been going to be discussed and shared in this course with all the participants.
Correct. And there, as you know, a variety of opinions that come to the table on a given issue. And we just can only thing that we can do is discuss our experiences and hope that and let the markets decide on what technique or a particular finding they like to follow. So the more exposure, the better. That's how we have structured it.
Absolutely.
As you see this weekend, there's a variety of people from different specializations that perform oral surgery in their endeavors. So it's good to bring them into a multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary approach to have the best outcomes for our patients.
That's right. That's right. And Dr. Shah, can you share with us one more time that you have a flyer for the first year free membership,
yes,
and
definitely.
is there a special code they have to put in there to
yes,
get
let
that?
me get back to that flyer. Do you see that on my screen?
No, yes. Yes, he's sharing it now.
And I'll show you also, again, that's on oralsurge.org. And we also want to make sure that this particular URL, if you want to come to the workshops, you just go to exdacademy.com, that's register. And at the time of checkout, you put in the code for that scenario, which let's go
AOS 2021.
This one right here. Yes, and you enter that, and it will give you that discount to come in and join us for a full day of oral surgery type procedures. And if you're additionally, Dr. Javid, I would say that if you're if individuals are interested in becoming a Podinar speaker, what a Podinar is it's a podcast and a webinar combined where we discuss a more intimate educational experience between the speaker and the viewership of where they're coming from, and then we get into the scientific part of it, which is the webinar section, where we have things that benefit us clinically in our offices or in our businesses or what have you. But it's by doctors, of doctors, and for doctors in a blockchain type concept. Come and bring us your technology, your ideas, your concepts, your products, and your services that are doctor owned that you believe other doctors could benefit from, or other healthcare professionals. We just expanded from dentistry into pharmacy, optometry, chiropractic, medical, and the nominations are starting to pour in. We highly encourage you to send us your colleagues in medicine, pharmacy, optometry, chiropractic, and medical philosophy that our dental nominations in our in our third actually year after 2 classes has exploded this year. So we have more than ample nominations to have the ideal election, but you can continue still nominating for dental for 2023. But the other ones we would really appreciate it. That would help us also, and in return, you are welcome to book Podinars to schedule these interactions that we can, with our vast outreach, bring to our colleagues that they can benefit from. So, 1, nomination, any doctor is welcome here. 2, booking of these complimentary, high quality education that we also much love, with the ability to obtain CE to our colleagues. So feel free to book the Podinars. Feel free to send in nominations. After the Podinar season, which is called the Global Podinar season, as GPS ends in November, we will begin rolling out the new classes, and as we do annually, and growing the ideas and concepts.
Yeah, I mean, Dr. Shah, this was one of the reasons why actually this whole global summit or this whole concept was created, because we wanted other people to be able to share, and because of our own experiences that we had, obviously, many years ago, where the stage was only given to certain people, and not everyone could, come on and express their opinion or the experiences. So that's amazing that we're giving that opportunity to people to come on, and obviously we will review and we make sure that they're reliable and beneficial to the members. But yeah, that's amazing that we're doing that, and people can sign up for their own Podinars and the nomination as well. Yes, that's amazing, Doc.
You have made an excellent point. Yes, that's not enough people to go on a stage in an 8-hour or 16-hour day with a live audience. But what we can do is maximize the reach through use of technology, social media platforms, as well as our colleagues, to perpetuate their message in a much grander scheme than you could ever in a conference room.
That's right. And there's people who cannot attend, obviously, financially, or to be able to go to these meetings. Or so this is really a great you doing a great job offering these people the opportunity and the chance to be able to learn and basically take care of their patients, which is the goal, ultimate goal.
That's certainly one of the core missions of the Institute. And as you know, we have managed to tremendously expand via this idea of being able to do those things complementary and reach our colleagues accordingly and getting great feedback. So we're doing something right, and we're going to continue doing it and expanding it in these other verticals. This year, it's prudent that we get the support of our colleagues in expanding into those other 5 verticals, which we are doing readily with meetings and behind the scene activities to see which doctors and institutions are willing to collaborate in this effort.
That's great. That's great. So, Dr. Shah, what else? I know you're working on another project as a I know you're a great businessman, and we have a good many qualified colleagues that are you're putting together this opportunity for people to get a business doctorate in health. So tell us a little bit about that.
Let me just pull over to that URL and let's take a look at what that holds for us. Universal School of Health is an idea that came about just observing all of the challenges our colleagues appear to face in the business realm of the world. Here's the website that you guys can go to, is the universalschoolofhealth.com. And it starts explaining how the doctorate of healthcare business came together. As you know, half of the problem in any business, regardless of what business it is, healthcare, half of the equation is to have a business acumen. So if this is not properly taught in the professional schools, not just as you're learning to our HECS Commission and other parties, that the major problem are these third parties that take advantage of the individuals. Well, not just individuals, our colleagues that are being taken advantage of. So you have doctors that are in a late age that can't retire. They made the wrong financial decisions. They didn't set up their practices or what have you. But a conventional business program, be it a doctorate of business administration or be it a master's of business administration, focuses too much on things that we don't need: accounting, finance, attorney. Those professionals are very important to seek in your career to be able to operate properly. So we don't spend time on finances. We need things that actually benefit us. If you go to our program and you go to the faculty that are all successful business people that came in, a 90-week program, they're going to teach 6-week courses, essentially 23 modules, so you can still practice full time. And then you can build your business plan, something that you always wanted to do, and defend it, and then implement it after you leave the program. But this doctorate of healthcare business is going to really enable the clinician to become a informed, savvy business person and get plugged in within our entire network as well. So you have these faculty members from all over the world, some very renowned doctors that have actually businesses that are successful or innovators. Things that are important to us are more about team building, personal finance, innovation, research and publication, how to become a KOL, how to expand your office, how to become a master marketer, how to become very knowledgeable about your market environment and positioning, and things that benefit you, not just also with your labor and your hands, but also in your investments and your personal financial decisions. And these are what are important to us to set us up for success versus all these giants that have infiltrated the healthcare industry for the sole purpose of profit. But with doctors, it's a different story. We have this Hippocratic thing in the back of our mind, and our contracts are with the patients to essentially do the best for them, not everybody else that wants into the equation. So it's very important that we generate we create a next generation of smart, savvy doctors that will maintain autonomy over the supply chain and over the industry, not just domestically, but internationally. That can be achieved. So come and join us. We start this August, very small inaugural class. And you can click on every faculty member and actually learn about their topic and their course syllabi and what the courses will entail. So it's completely made by doctors, again, off doctors and for doctors, and this half the equation in your business. If you're a sole proprietor, or if you're thinking about getting a practice, or if you're thinking about becoming a KOL or innovating, product development, anything that will create residual income resources for you to be able to set yourself up for all the things that you wanted when you went into the healthcare industry. This industry should be administered, Dr. Javid, by doctors and not by outsiders. So as a consequence, this program is going to have a profound effect of teaching things like leverage purchasing power and collaborative effort between us, because without us, there's actually no healthcare industry. So very important that we preserve our autonomy.
Absolutely, Doug. I agree with you 100%. And we see that, you know, what we're going to see soon, and we're seeing that you know, individual practitioners like us are going to are going to be facing giants of these DSOs that are going to be coming, and basically they're going to want to take over. So we need to educate each other and you know, be very business savvy and be able to survive this. Basically.
That's right. Survive and come out of it stronger. You know, if there is a difficulty, you got to find an opportunity. That's what smart people do, and we have to be smarter than them. And you know, every day I get up and I'm in a different group talk. I hear about issues that doctors have with insurance and with DSOs, with hedge funds, with big pharma, excessive regulation, lobbyists. Who are these people? Where do they come from? You know, and as an example to you, you know, insurance started in the back of a grocery store, and now you have the issue of indirect or direct diagnosis for patients. It's a very dangerous thing. Yeah. So it would be good to send them back to the grocery store, and this will require very business savvy and driven doctors that can get the job done.
Oh, absolutely, yes. And you know, one of the challenges right now a lot of people are facing is the workforce, and you know, after COVID, a lot of people didn't come back to, and you know, when you look at it now, the workforce they're asking or they're requesting for a higher pay as they're coming back on, and if you look at it historically, say what the price of a crown in the United States in general, it hasn't really gone up. You know, what insurances pay us, you know, it's been kind of the same for the past 10 years. And very recently, I hear that you know, Delta Dental is actually reducing their fees. They're reducing this, which is unbelievable. That's what they're doing. So they are actually reducing their fees when we're going to have to pay. You know, a box of glove was $5, now it's $15. You know, everything's like that, right? And you know, you pay more for the staff. You pay more for the supply. But you know, so you know, these insurances are basically controlling you know, all these doctors' livelihood, because you know, how could you reduce the fees after everything? You know, a crown that if it was, say for example, it was $1,000, should be, you know, by now in 10 years it should be $2,000. I don't know what it is. It has to be a price that makes sense. But you know, the problem is that a lot of these doctors just take it, just accept it, and they go with that, and they start competing, and they start even slashing their own prices. And that's why you start seeing these billboards of implants for $299. I mean, you know, it's obviously not a good business plan, right? Or you know, it's either that or they're just using that as a bait for the patients, and then you know, basically you're lying to the patients, you're bringing them in, and then you're gonna sell them a whole bunch of other stuff that you know, and honestly, you know, if you were honest, you didn't have
They
to do
don't
that.
need.
Right? Absolutely, absolutely. So
Yeah, it's
hopefully,
a
mhm.
very unfortunate situation, but you're right. The points you have brought up, I think, strike a tone with many of us as to what needs to be done. That I
Right.
presume will be done because there's a lot of anger with them and interfering in our
Right.
patient-doctor relationship. Very good. So
Perfect.
that was pretty much all I got on the DHB, the Doctorate of Healthcare Business, the Extraction Academy, and the Academy of Oral Surgery, as well as the Global Summits Institute. Please feel free to reach out to us on any of our pages, websites, or other means that we have out there, and we look forward to working with every doctor from every corner of the world.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Dr. Shah, for jumping on here. Obviously, we had a technical difficulty with Dr. Pratinder Singh Hill. We'll have his lecture coming up shortly as a video that you guys can watch. Again, I would like to go over our annual membership at Academy of Oral Surgery. This is a 1 year free membership that we're offering that you guys can use that that the global summit at the checkout, use that coupon. So that's an amazing benefits that I believe is a $300 fees that we're waiving for the first year. And we're so excited that we have 500 new members just joined us last month. And we are working on the fellowship and the mastership programs as we speak, and we will be announcing those shortly. And again, today was our second day of our Academy of Oral Surgery Spring Virtual Conference. We had a couple of powerhouses already, Dr. Frank Sastro and Dr. Samuel Bilal. And Dr. Singh's lecture will be recorded and we'll play it after. So next up is Dr. Arash Hakimia. He's an amazing businessman, and he's going to talk about the uberization of dentistry. So we'll be back in a few minutes, and thank you so much.